Well, hello, fellow diamond painters. It is 10:51 a.m. DP Crazy Lady, of course. And it is the 6th of March, 2024. Excuse me, makes it Wednesday. I'm not going to make this video anywhere near as long as the last one, but I do have a couple things to chat about. And yes, I have my coffee. I got up at 2 a.m. only because the puppy woke me up. I stayed up for about an hour trying to, either convince myself to go back to sleep or stay awake or whatever. And I just got so tired, I passed out. And then he woke me up at 9 o'clock, which to me, that's late for me because I don't like getting up that late. It makes me feel like my day has, went past me, at least part of it. So let me sip my coffee. I'm going to get drills out for a little color here, and we'll go on. So hang in there. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to work on these. I think I'll work on these over here, the H. So let's see, what is the H, if I can find it. H, come on. Okay, it's 762, it's number 20. So we have it. It's almost like a white, but 762 is almost like a dirty white, like a gray white. All right, so I forgot to mention, and I did put it, I did pin my comment. This is 44 colors, and there are 4 ABs. And one of the ABs is one of the ones I like, not necessarily what others like. Let me bring this light over, get some light on the subject. And if you can see the sparkle in here on this black, this is the 102. It's the black AB, the one that some people like, other people don't. I really like it. It sparkles, it shines. I love it. Okay. I'll be putting this down on in a bit because I have a few things to show you. All right. I told you yesterday that I had got an appointment with the dermatologist, and it's on my answering machine. I still have it. It says May 7th at 11:30. So I thought, okay, I told you guys that's when my dermatologist appointment was. And what do I get at 9:30 this morning? A phone call from the dermatologist asking me to confirm my appointment for tomorrow at the 7th at 11:30. I guess a.m. Yeah. And I thought, what the heck? So I called it, and I said, do I really have an appointment tomorrow at 11:30? And she told me every name, and she looked up. She said, oh, yeah. I said, I have it on my answering machine from my doctor's office, from the receptionist that tells me my appointment is scheduled for May 7th. I said, they almost made me miss an appointment if you guys had not called me. So, I hate these last-minute appointments, but yes, I have an appointment with the dermatologist tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. So, I'll be off running to that and find out what the issues is with my back. Hopefully it's nothing dangerous, nothing, hard to take care of, whatever. Maybe it's a virus of sorts. I don't know. It kind of worries me. At least I had till May. I could, kind of work my way into the worry. Now I got to kind of, jump in the deep end, So we'll see what what they say tomorrow, and I'll see if I can give y'all a report. when I get back. But that ticked me off. I'm going to have to call my doctor's office and tell them, hey, you guys made a mistake. It's not May, it's March. Because when it called and went on the answering machine for the appointment for tomorrow, I was like, okay, I've been getting these spam calls, 3 or 4 every 15, 20 minutes, and they don't say anything, and then it's odd numbers, and I'm thinking, okay, this must be a spam thing, because I only have 2 doctors that I see, my eye doctor and my regular family doctor. So what doctor are they talking about when I knew I had an appointment back in May, or coming in May? So it's a good thing I called it, because I looked it up on the internet. I looked up the phone number and said, oh, that's the dermatologist. I wonder if the dermatologist is making a mistake. So, no, my appointment's tomorrow, not May. So, I am telling you, it's a good thing it wasn't anything real serious, or I'd be in trouble here. Excuse me. So, it did not, all the running I did yesterday with the grocery shopping with my brother, grocery shopping with my daughter and I, it was a beautiful day out, and I think it was, I went with my brother at about 1 p.m. and got back here at almost 3, and then left with my daughter, and we did all our running, and we got back here at, I think, about 5, between 5, almost 5 o'clock, and we no sooner stepped in the door than the storm hit. It raining, lightning, thunder, everything. So we were lucky. We hit a beautiful, beautiful day for what we needed to do, and didn't get drowned out, stayed halfway decent for us till we finished all what we needed to finish. And now it's 50 degrees, but it's one of those dreary, days. There's no blue skies. It's kind of like a light gray out. But it's one of those days you could say is very depressing. But it doesn't bother me. I'm indoors. But I didn't have my heat on for almost 2 days, and now in the morning I woke up and it was like 62 degrees in here or something. I was freezing because it was cold outside too. So I said, okay, had to turn my heat back on so I could warm up. And I put the puppy's sweater on last night because he was laying across my legs, and every so many seconds I could feel him going, because he was shivering. So I had to fight with him to get his sweater on, and now he's happy walking around with his sweater. So, okay, I'm going to stop a second because I had mentioned yesterday, and I wanted to show the packaging of the Real Good foods that I buy. Okay, this one here, and it says, this writing is so tiny on this, because of the fiber and stuff. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's by Real Good Food Company. It is 25 grams of protein per serving. That's, per one of these, because there's 2 in each box. And it's 2 net carbs per serving. And if anybody's interested, it's gluten-free and grain-free. This one has seasoned beef and cheddar cheese in what they call crispy shells made from chicken. And this is this one. And I want to tell you, they are delicious. So they're about, this size and about like that or something. But, I suppose you could eat 2 if you want to. But they are, each one is 230 calories. So if you allow yourself a certain amount of calories in a day, you excuse me, you check yourself on that. But I usually make one for my daughter and one for me. And then we'll have like a side of vegetables or a salad, you know, something like that. Or make a little cup of soup and have it with that if we're eating it for lunch, you know. So they're frozen. And like I said, there's 2 in a box. And it's by the Real Good Foods Company. And I think Walmart probably is the ones who sell them, because I haven't looked or seen them anywhere else when I have looked. So that's that one, and I really like those. And then the other one that we buy, and they have 3 different flavors of these ones. There's 2 or 3 different flavors of the other ones too, because the other ones will have some that has guacamole in it and whatever spices and stuff. This one here, okay, these are 250 calories. These are it's a smoked uncured ham and Swiss cheese stuffed chicken, which is a chicken, and it is 1 total carb per and 28 grams of protein. So if you're on a high protein, low carb diet, that really works, and that's what I want. So this is the cordon bleu, and they are really good. And like I said, they're about the size of the box, you know, almost, or the size of the drill tray that I showed you. These are really, really good. And I like I said, Walmart is the one where I've seen them. And but it says, I mean, I don't know if you can even see it, but it's a total carbs of 1 carb. I'm not lying to you. That's for 1 piece. So I suspect if you don't care that you would eating 500 calories in 1 sitting, you could eat them both. You know, but we eat the one, and like I said, I use this as a main dish at dinner time and have all my veggies and a little bit of applesauce and so on and so forth. So they're really good. And there's 3 different flavors of these. They have the ones with the broccoli and cheddar, and I forget what the other one is. I don't usually pay attention. I just grab them, we eat them, you know. And they're about $5 or $6 a piece. I know they're expensive, but you know, it's still better than the garbage you eat at takeouts, and you'd pay twice or 3 times the amount. Okay, one other thing I will show you. I am not a sweet tooth person, except when it comes to like Reese cups and that, you know, and caramel, you know, those I really love, but Reese cups particularly. And but every once in a while, you know, because my downfall is potato chips, potatoes, etc. But every once in a while, I want to have like a piece of something sweet, and usually I make my own, excuse me, my own fudge. But I saw these at Walmart because I didn't know they had a lot of sugar-free stuff there. And I'm not that fond of Russell Stover. I wish Whitman samplers would come in sugar-free. I would probably buy those up like nobody's business. But these were there at Walmart, and there were so many in the bag. It was like $6 or something, and there were quite a lot of them, you know, in the bag. And I picked the flavor. My daughter picked the one she likes with nuts and such. I picked one that is a dark truffle, a dark caramel, and my all-time favorite, dark peanut butter. And I tried the dark peanut butter one, and I tried the dark caramel, which I love dark chocolate. And they say dark chocolate's supposed to be better for you than, you know, the other chocolate. I don't know. Haven't tried the truffle yet, but these 2 were really, really good. And they satisfy my sweet tooth by having just one. And that's all I need is like one. I don't want to know what the calories are. That doesn't impress me. But yeah, that's one of the deadly sins I bought, chocolate, that I like to have on occasion. So, what kind of, if there's anybody else on here that is either on a diet because of diabetes, or you just want to change your eating habits, you want to lose weight, whatever, what are you doing to, help it along? When I weighed myself yesterday morning, or it was this morning, 154 point, I think it was 154.6 or 4. I don't remember which. I don't go with the points, really, so about 154. But I know I'm going to be up anyway because I ate my breakfast. So, they say the best time to weigh yourself is first thing when you wake up, and that somewhat gives you your accurate, reading. But you shouldn't weigh yourself every day, because you're going to fluctuate like crazy. Because I even tried it out. I said, I want to see, because everybody says that's what happens, because you either end up going to the bathroom, or, you drank a cup of coffee, and believe it or not, that puts weight on you because it's liquid. Come on. You fill in your stomach with something. So one time I weighed myself, it was 155 point whatever in the morning. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to see. I waited until late in the afternoon, weighed myself, and it said, 157. And I was like, what the heck? Well, then I know I ate lunch. So you're going to fluctuate a lot, up and down. So, once a week, give yourself a weight, see how you're doing. If you're, eating what you're supposed to, and you do a little bit of exercise, it's nice to do it once a week, because then when you get on the scale, it's like, hey, I really did it. Where you get on the scale today, you weigh one thing, and you get on it the very next day, and you're up, and you think, oh, God, what did I do? So you try to change what you did yesterday, but yesterday was fine. It's just your weight changes off and on, depending on when's the last time you moved your bowels, or when the last time you drank a cup of coffee, or, that's the way it works. So I talked to my mom yesterday. She's doing pretty good. She says she's in pain a lot. My stepdad got on the extension there at Mom's, and he said, because I said something about it, I said, well, yeah, Mom, I said, I know your birthday's next month. Well, I'll be up there, and we'll try to do a little something. Maybe I'll get you a little bit of Chinese food, because I know she loves it. She loves it. So maybe I'll get her a little takeout and take it to her for her birthday. She'll really enjoy that. So my stepfather, though, got on the phone, and he's supposed to be 102 this year, and he says, I'm canceling all my birthdays. I said, what? And he goes, well, I'm staying this age forever. No, I'm not. He said, at least for the next 2 or 3 years, no birthdays. I said, you can't do that. I said, you have to celebrate, for as long as you're here. And he said, yeah. He said, but this is ridiculous. And it was just funny, because he wants to cancel his birthdays. But they had people come in there. They put in the electric chair thingy. When I say electric chair, good Lord. The riding chair that goes up and down along a wall. I don't know what they call them. But they needed one, because my mom always goes down to the basement, because that's where there's another sitting room. and her laundry is down there. Her other canned foods, her other little refrigerator and freezer and stuff. So they put one of those remote chairs down, for them. Then they came in and they put in some new handbars and stuff in their shower. They're talking about, I think in a few years back, they put in the new water softener for them. And it's only been in there like 4 years. They say, hey, we're putting another one in. We're going to give you another brand new one. I don't know what's going on with, PA. I guess they're, doing nice things for the elderly. And finally, you wait all this time for somebody to do something. And like my mom said, geez, they waited until we're so old that we can't enjoy it. That why didn't they do it like 10 years ago when we could have, when we needed it then, and, but at least they've got it, and I don't have to worry about them falling down the stairs. I mean, I always thought about that they'd end up, down the stairs onto that concrete floor. And there's not that many steps, but it's hard to get up and down them, So, as far as anything else, I don't know. And don't ask me what I'm having for supper today because I don't know. I'm beginning to feel like I just want to have another salad and maybe a little bowl of soup of some kind that I have, because I ended up not buying as many fresh vegetables this month that I normally do. The prices were just astronomical. And so I have a lot of frozen veggies, and I have a lot of canned veggies, which I can still eat them. I just don't eat in high quantities. So I want to finish up my cans of vegetables. And I have a couple of things of soup. Excuse me, the coffee is going to peat and repeat. So I want to eat those things up. So I think today for lunch, I bought some pre-ground up rotisserie chicken at Aldi's, and I'm going to take a little bit of it out and add my own seasonings to it, my own, doggone it, and flavor it up, either with a mayonnaise or use that, and I should have brought one of those bottles out to show you. The sauces that I use from this guy that I get in at Walmart. I mean, they are so good. They are so good. One's called Chicken Cluckin' dipping sauce and stuff, and I can't think of his name. I don't know why I can't. But they're sugar-free, they're low calorie, they're, yada yada. But they're in the, I'll have to bring them up next time. That'll give me something else to talk about then. And I use those. So I'm going to chop up an onion and maybe add a little bit of that, the chicken cluckin' one, and add that as opposed to mayonnaise. And that'll give its own little spice in there already. And then put it on either crackers or put it on one slice of bread or something, and we'll have that with a little bit of soup for lunch. So it works for me. All I had today, which I did do it, I had my cottage cheese as per norm. Yesterday morning I had it with tomatoes. This morning I had it with some cut up grapes that I had gotten from Walmart, because Aldi's did not have any good grapes. And so I ended up getting some at Walmart. So, let's see, 24 minutes. I wasn't planning on being on here as long, but yeah, that's about it. Nothing else happening in my diamond painting world that I know of. I'll probably end up thinking of it as soon as I get off here, and I go, oh, geez, I forgot to tell them that, or oh, I forgot to tell them that. But I hope that everybody's going to have, a good day today. It started and on its way. It's not really morning anymore. And it ticks me off that my day is pretty much, out the window. I have more spring cleaning to do. I had cleaned out the pantry over the weekend. I did. I got that thing cleaned out and took a bunch of canned stuff when I went and seen my brother yesterday, and I took him some frozen desserts that I had in the freezer that I kept getting and didn't want. Because then whenever we get our meal at the church, they add a dessert to it, and I just freeze the desserts because I don't eat them. And if my mom happens to come over, I give them to her, or this time I just packed them up and gave them to my brother because he eats them. He needs to gain a little bit of weight. So, well, I guess I'm going to get off here and stick. The glue dot got a little sticky. I'm going to get off here and let's see, probably in about an hour or so I'll start the lunch. And that way if my daughter feels like eating, she'll eat it. If not, we can eat it for dinner. It's no big deal to me. I hate trying to think of something to cook, and it's not like I don't have the food in there. It's just coming up with ideas. After being on a specific diet, some things kind of like, what do I cook today? So we'll figure it out. I usually do it the last minute unless it's something I really want to make. And I'm getting to the point now where I'd rather make it almost like a casserole or a one container meal, so I can just either slap it in the oven or throw it on the stove and not have to think about it. And then that way I don't have to get up and down and deal with it. So I better get off here so I can put that food back in the freezer that I showed you. And I'm done with those F's on that side. I got to work on them over here on the keyboard. So y'all have a good Wednesday. I'll give you a report tomorrow after I come back. Cross your fingers, it's nothing really serious, which I'm crossing my fingers for. And I'll get back with you then. So hugs. Hug somebody, smile at somebody, love your family, and diamond paint if you got it. And I will WIP&SIP with you tomorrow. Hugs, DP Crazy Lady. I am out.